I want to talk about some of the biggest misconceptions about being a psychic. It's funny. Some of my friends, when we used to go walking, they would look at me, and I guess sometimes like I would stare, not knowing I was neurodivergent then, right? And they would be like, I know what you're doing. You're like looking at me because you're like mind reading me and you're figuring out what's going on in me. And it's like, what are you talking about? And they would be like, I know you can read my mind. I know you know what's going on with me. Listen, let me tell you something. Let me let you in on a little secret. Could you imagine if I, as an intuitive and a psychic, always kept that open and that on in every single interaction? How draining that would be for me? Do you know how draining it would be for any intuitive to continually, constantly, whenever they're around their friends or their family, going, oh, I'm going to figure out what they're doing and what they're up to? First of all, as an intuitive, I personally don't tap into you unless I have your permission. So unless I get permission from you during a session by saying, do I have your permission to talk to your higher consciousness and your guides? And then you say, yes, you have my permission. That is how I read. I will sure get a vibe from people, but the biggest misconception is that I can read your mind and that I am reading your mind all the time when we're together and we're interacting. So it doesn't work that way. So even when friends go, well, what do you think about that? Or what's your psychic intuition about that? It doesn't work like that just off the cuff. I have to meditate, tune in, tap in. Sure, intuitively, I will pick up on things, but the biggest misconception is that I'm constantly picking up on things and I can read your mind. So those of you who have psychic friends or intuitive friends, they're not reading your mind. They have no desire to read your mind. It's exhausting. So if you would like to find out more info about what it's like being a psychic or even to get a psychic reading, give me a like and a follow, and you could DM me for more info. Ciao for now.